let's start talking about that first daily task that we're going to be doing. Out of the 3 important daily tasks, we have the first one, which is direct messaging a few people every single day and starting those conversations with them, okay? So the point of this is to re-engage with people that you haven't talked to in a while, or a long time, or maybe not at all, and getting those people to see your posts more often, boost the algorithm, but also what it's doing is it's putting those deposits into that relationship bank and growing that relationship with that person so that you can then share with them your business, the opportunity to join your team, and that sort of thing. So what we're looking for in these conversations is providing solutions for these people on your friends list that they maybe didn't even realize they needed. So you're there to help them. You're there to give them something and add value to their lives, okay? So how do we do that? Like, how the heck do we get started with this? The first thing, you just gotta get the conversation going, okay? So what I do, if you can't figure out who to message, it just makes it really easy if you just go on your friends list, start at the very top at A and work your way down. Write down, keep a list so that you can know who you've messaged. And then I also have like a little key that I use so I know where I'm at in the conversation with the person. So I put a check mark if she's answered me. I put a dash if she hasn't answered me yet, if she hasn't responded. And then I put a circle if I have talked about my business or the business opportunity at that point. So I know how to go back and keep that conversation going, right? So I do that. I keep that list so it keeps me organized, and I don't miss somebody or I don't message someone multiple times on accident or something, right? Okay, so now we're gonna start that conversation, and all it's gonna look like is just like, hey girl, how have you been? I have not talked to you in a long time. Don't say hey girl, just kidding, don't say that. Say it. I use their name. It's really good, even though like they know their name, you don't need to type it. It really sounds good when you say like, hey Sarah, it's been so long, how have you been? That sort of thing. Okay, so also another way you could say it is, oh, I just saw this post that you made and that looked really cool. I just realized I haven't talked to you in so long. What's going on? Okay, so that just gets the conversation going. Now wait for them to respond, okay? Now if it's been a week and they still haven't responded, I might go and see maybe they don't use Facebook anymore. When's the last time they posted? Like maybe they're just not even on there, and try and see if you can engage in them in another way, or just move on to somebody else if you're not getting any response from them. So then now they have responded and they've said whatever they've said, right? And now you want to get that conversation going. What we're looking for is how we can add value to their life, how we can help them solve maybe a problem or an issue that they're having, okay? So we want to draw them out, and a way to do that is by asking open-ended questions. So some questions that you might want. Get out a pen and paper, write this down, ladies, write this down. So how's everything going with work right now? Has your work situation been interrupted by all this craziness going on? How have you been managing all this craziness? Are you able to stay sane and like do some self-care? What's new in your life? What's going on? Just something kind of a little bit more generic like that. Maybe if you're not quite ready to pinpoint something specific with them yet. Or you could mention something that they've posted and say, hey, I saw that you're doing this on Facebook, like maybe a new business venture, or maybe traveling, how did that go, or how's it going? Okay, so those are some ways that you can really get that conversation going, and some responses you might get to some of those questions that you asked where you were kind of searching for maybe an issue or a problem going on. Maybe they have no time. Maybe their funds are low. Maybe they have a health problem. Maybe they're just loss of meaning in life, or like some sadness going on. Those are all things that now give you the opportunity to add value to their lives, okay? So that's where we're gonna go here is really making that connection, really putting those deposits in that relationship bank, okay? So if you see them talking about some sort of dissatisfaction in life, you want to make sure that your response shows that you're really listening to them and you heard what they had to say. So let's say she says she doesn't have any free time. Okay, simple one. Who does? Right? So say, man, that sounds really tough. Like, how have you, been dealing with that with your family and the kids? How is that affecting y'all? Or I hate hearing that. It's got to be really frustrating to be stuck in that kind of situation. So you said like that you're hearing it, right? So like these words are cues that they feel your empathy for them, okay? And then a really good one, this is a good one, write this one down. Are you trying anything now to change that so that you can have some more time? Like, ask them if they're doing something actively to fix it. Chances are they're not, or what they're doing isn't working, or they wouldn't be complaining about it. So there you go. Boom, you got yourself an in, right? Now, maybe they're not going to interact with you. Some people are a little bit more closed off. Maybe you haven't talked to her in like forever. Maybe you didn't even really know her that much to begin with. Maybe she was a friend of a friend or something. So what you can do to get the conversation going is share your story, right? Share something that you have been concerned with, something that has been bothering you, and how you overcame that, how you were able to get out of that situation. So I was feeling really bored and kind of lost at work, and I didn't even know that I needed something to give me more purpose and meaning until this boutique business just landed right in my lap, and literally my life has changed because okay? So that answer obviously has to be true to you and your story, but that is a great way to then segue into that talk. But also you're trying to get them to tell you about them. So that's not about selling them something at this point. You're just wanting them to open up and really tell you more about what's going on in their life by you sharing something that's going on in yours, okay? Now, if it doesn't work and this conversation kind of like fades or what have you, just know that you put those deposits in there. You can come back to it at a later time. Maybe they're on vacation. Maybe they're fighting with their husband. Maybe they're, I don't know, their kid has the flu. Like, like it could be a million things why they're not really having that conversation with you right then in that moment. So don't take it as a no or never talk to the person again. Just make a little note on your notes that you've been taking on your conversations and say, seems busy, come back in a week or so, So now that we have offered them a solution to said problem, okay, now where do we go from there? If they tell you that they're not interested when you share with them the opportunity or the ability to go shop your boutique or whichever direction you're going, if you get like a no, it doesn't matter. Like I said no when I was first asked too, okay? So, and I think a lot of you guys did too. So, right? Like it's a no is not a no forever. It's just a no for right now, okay? So, like I said, you're just building up that relationship bank. So don't take that as a real hard no, okay? Just keep on going back to them, every few weeks or so. So, a really good way to introduce your solution to their problem and your business at the same time. Write this down. Let me ask you this. Would you be open to a potential solution to your problem of not having enough free time? Obviously, put it in your own words, like make it sound like you, or you could say, this might be coming out of nowhere. This is kind of like more my style. But hear me out here. I totally get what you're saying about not having enough time. I mean, most of us don't, right? But what if I told you I had a really cool solution for you that I could help you out with that? And what are they going to say? No? And then, you segue into your business opportunity, right? So that is a really good way to get that conversation going. Now, I'm so sorry. If they say yes, or if they say maybe, or if they say I'm interested, any kind of positive response. You want to have something prepared to send them, okay? Maybe you have information that you already have it typed out. I like to do a video, all right? I have a video I just recorded on my phone, and I just say, this is how it's all broken down and how it works, okay? The business opportunity. And I send that to them real short, like 2 minutes. Or before I had that, I would had a message that I had typed out that I would send. So it had all the information and how the boutique breakdown is, okay? So I would have something prepared that you can send them. Makes it a lot easier so that you can get that info to them really quickly if you're in the middle of doing something else, right? And then if they say no, again, no is not no forever. No is just no for right now, all right? So give them a solution to their problem in the next 7 days. Like, don't wait too long, that you really put some thought into, all right? Maybe it was a quote that you read. Maybe it was your a book that you read, like a self-help book. Maybe it was a show that you watched that you found some value in, a documentary or something. Whatever it is that you can share with them that you think speaks to them and their problem, that has nothing to do with your business, that is going to change the trajectory of your relationship with that person. They are going to now see you as someone adding value to their life, someone that they want to talk to and that they know cares about them. That relationship bank is filling up, all right? So no is not no forever. No is just no for right now, okay? Just remember that. So that's what you want to be doing with these conversations. That's all it is just starting and building these relationships with people that maybe have faded away, all right? Social media is a beautiful thing, and the ability to have these relationships with other people that don't even live near you and that you don't even get to see on a regular basis is really, really amazing. And I guarantee you this is going to become your favorite part of what you do. This is what social selling is. It is all about building relationships and being there for people and adding value to their lives. So have fun with this one. Don't be scared of it. Don't be intimidated. When you start doing it, you're going to see that you're going to get better at it. Your genuineness is going to grow, and your empathy for other people is going to grow as well. So have fun with this one. And as always, reach out to me. I'm here for you if you have any concerns or need any advice.